Hey, Knicks fans, it's me, Big Rick, and I'm here to talk to you about the Knicks. And I can't believe it, for the first time in a long time, they're over 500. Actually, I just read a report. It's only the third time in 20 years that we've been over 500, and that is ridiculous. But before I continue, if you like this type of content, hit the subscribe and like button below, and let me get going. So, we just beat the Pacers to go 18 and 17. Tonight we face off against San Antonio. They're a pretty tough team. Any team coached by Popovich is going to be a tough team to beat. But they're 17 and 13. They're sixth in their division. We're fourth in ours. Granted, we're in the East and it's a little bit weaker, but still, we're 18 and 17. We're 3.5 back behind Milwaukee. We're 4.5 behind Brooklyn. And like I've always said, I'm from Jersey, and the Brooklyn Nets, they were originally the New Jersey Nets, and they went into Brooklyn thinking, hey, if we get all these superstars to come play for us, we could turn New York into, we could own New York. And that's not going to happen. New York is always going to be a Knicks town. Even when the Nets are going to be a better team than us, it's always going to be a New York town. Okay? If the Knicks make the playoffs and the Nets make the playoffs, I guarantee there's going to be more excitement about the Knicks than the Nets. Because the Nets are transplants. Okay? Nobody cared about the Nets in New Jersey neither. They sold out more when other teams came and played. That's why they left. So the excitement is all about the Knicks. This team is amazing. And think about it. We're doing it without Mitchell Robinson right now. Obi Toppin still hasn't developed fully. Um, we could probably still use another point guard, but honestly, I don't even want to make trades at this point. Unless we're getting rid of Alfred Payton, maybe trade Austin Rivers for some assets. But I wouldn't go out there and make any crazy trades unless you can land Bradley Beal on some ridiculous trade that doesn't cause us any of our youth or any first round picks or anything like that. Um, then I would go ahead and do it. Unless it's the Dallas picks, I really don't care about the Dallas picks. Um, but this team is just amazing. 18 and 17, we're above 500. I mean, you got to be excited if you're a Knicks fan. And if you're not, I don't know what's going to take. I mean, right now, even Stephen A. Smith, which, by the way, he lost his Knicks fan card because he was bashing the Knicks for years. And now all of a sudden that we're winning, he's on TV smiling and happy and giddy. No, no. You moved to Los Angeles and you started dissing the Knicks because you knew you had to get away. Because if you were in New York and people saw you on the streets, they would kick your ass. Okay? But now, all of a sudden, we're winning and you're on TV smiling at Max Kellerman. No, your Knicks card has been revoked. Spike Lee, he's been there rooting for us the whole time. You don't hear him talking crap except for James Dolan. Every Knicks fan has the right to talk trash about James Dolan when it comes to the Knicks. But no one's been talking trash about the Knicks players who play for us because we are Knicks fans and we're going to cheer for whoever's on the court. But James Dolan handling of the Knicks, yeah, we're going to rip them apart. Stephen A., he was just ripping everything apart. The players, everything. So you don't get to have your Knicks card back now. You're done. We don't want you. We don't care about you. But I mean, Julius Randle, he's having an all-star season. Congrats for him for making the All-Stars. RJ Barrett is up and coming. Emmanuel Quickly is, Jesus, what a steal. What a steal. I mean, they gave us a D plus rating for drafting him 26. They were like, oh, he should have been taken in the second round. What are the Knicks doing? I think a lot of people who are analysts and draft picks are pretty much thinking about how they evaluate Emmanuel quickly. And the Knicks were right on this one. So I'm going with the Knicks from that one. I like the people they brought in who know how to look at the draft board and know who to pick. And I'm trusting them from that one. Um, Plus, all these people, these draft analysts, like the Mel Kipers for football, uh, they're usually wrong. We congratulate them when they get one right, but we don't talk enough BS about them when they get a whole bunch of them wrong. So, Manuel quickly is becoming dominant. Uh, Nerlens Noel, that 1 year contract is paying off great for us. With Mitchell out, Taj Gibson out, he's stepped up for us. He's playing awesome. Yes, he's not going to be a scorer. He's not Patrick Ewing down there. He's not going to be scoring 30 points for us and getting all these rebounds and blocks, but he's doing what he's doing, and he's doing it amazing. He's getting us rebounds. He's protecting the rim, and when Mitch comes back, we have the dual threat down there. So I love how this team's constructed. The Derrick Rose trade was worked out better than I thought. I wasn't sure what the heck they were thinking about bringing in Derrick Rose, but he's uh he's helped this team out a lot. So let's see how we go. If we could beat San Antonio tonight, we'll be 19-17, and then we got Detroit again. Again, I hope it's not a trap game for us, but we look like a team that was meant to go to the playoffs when we played them last. We beat them by 20. Granted, the one thing I will say about Tom, I hope he starts giving his starters rest because we were up by 20 in that game and he left the starters into the end. I think at that point, that's when you bring in your bench players, give them some time out there to play, especially someone like Obi who's only getting sparing minutes here and there. Give him a little bit more time on the court. It would help his game out in the long run. And I just don't want our starters to be burnt out. But we got 2 more games before the All Star break. We could end up being 20-17 at the All Star. If you would have told me at the beginning of the year that we'd be 20-17 at the All Star break, I would have said you're insane because everybody was telling us that we're not even going. I think ESPN said 22 wins at the most, and we're going to have 20 at the All Star break. Come on, guys, that's amazing. It's a 72 game season. We're going to be 37 games. That leaves us 35 more games. At this pace, we'll probably end up with around 40 something wins. I mean, come on. That's awesome. And we're in playoffs. So I love it. I'm all for it. Go New York Knicks. Leave any comments down below. Let me know what you think about these Knicks. Let me feel your energy about this team. Let me know if you think we need to make a deal right now, or should we stay put and see what comes up in free agency, or maybe something a good trade comes down the line during the off season that we can pull off, or during draft day. Uh, what do you see us doing? If you were GM, how would you handle this situation? So, I mean, I would love nothing more than the Knicks get past the first round and play the Brooklyn Nets in the second round and then beat them. That would make my year. That would make my year. But just let me know what you guys think, and I'm out. Peace.